Hey there again, TikTakers! Today we'll be talking about syndromes again, although this time around it will be about one which is not recognized as a formal mental health condition. Have you ever heard about imposter syndrome? Surely many of you are still in school, but you can still understand the following example if you compare the situation to your studies. Imagine that you're working for a huge company. Your job is one that many people have applied to, but only you manage to get hired for it. But even then, you feel as if you are not good enough for the job, and you think that you got there out of pure luck, just being at the right place at the right time. Moreover, you frequently fear that your co-workers will realize that you're just a fraud. If that happens, TikTakers, that means you are suffering from imposter syndrome. This is a psychological problem that takes place when the patient cannot acknowledge their own achievements and value. This leads them to experience constant fear since they dread being outed as a fraud. The person might have plenty of evidence in front of them about their abilities, but they still feel like imposters. If you talk about this with people around you, you will probably find out that many people suffer from this. It is pretty common. Among the possible causes of this psychological issue, we can find low self-esteem, extremely high academic expectations from our parents during our teenage years, lack of self-confidence, and even past issues which have made us doubtful about our own skills. Like we've said time and time again, taking good care of our mental health is very important, and doing so not only has short-term benefits. People who suffer from imposter syndrome tend to have lack of motivation, depression, or anxiety. That constant struggle of trying to demonstrate to others that we are valuable ends up wearing us down and can produce the opposite effect, making us exhausted with nothing to show for it. For people who suffer from this disorder, nothing is ever good enough, and they are constantly unsatisfied with themselves. The term imposter syndrome was coined by two clinical psychologists in 1978, Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes. At first, they focused mainly on women because under the social context at the time, and even nowadays in many cases, imposter syndrome makes women feel way more insecure than men. There was a significant chauvinist zeitgeist at the time where it was widely believed and repeated that men were naturally confident and skilled in many areas just for being men. When these two psychologists started documenting this syndrome, many other professionals started studying it as well. Among them was Dr. Valerie Young, who established a series of groups that people with imposter syndrome can fit into. She divided them into 5 categories. The perfectionists, where nothing is ever good enough for them. The individualists, who fear asking for help since that would show they are not valuable. The experts, who feel that they are actually deceiving other people and don't know as much as it seems. The natural geniuses, who get frustrated when they don't solve an issue quickly. And the superhumans, who want to achieve so much that they neglect their mental health. Do you identify with any of these TikTakers? You can let us know in the comments. And if you do, don't hesitate about asking a therapist for help. They will give you guidelines on how to improve your self-esteem. One popular trick to help you with this is writing down your achievements somewhere you can see them often. If you do, you will remember the goals you've achieved through your efforts, which will help you feel better about yourself and your value. This, however, doesn't work for everyone. But like we said before, there are many professionals ready to help you out. Imposter syndrome can affect your job, your studies, and even your personal relationships, and you cannot let it take over your life, TikTakers. So cheer up, because you are definitely valuable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!